So the other day I talked about how the iPhone 12 is in a really weird spot and how I'm kind of somewhat nervous about the future of the iPhone 12, not necessarily with iOS updates or software updates, but mostly just with the, retail, sale of this iPhone. Is it still going to be sold next year or is it going to be discontinued? But the iPhone 13 mini is also in the exact same situation as well. And the reason I say this is because the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13 mini are sold for the same exact price tag. So to kind of give you a breakdown, essentially what used to happen is that every time Apple would make a new iPhone, the older iPhones or some of those models would go down in the used market and they would just keep going down and down until they were too cheap, and then Apple would, kind of discontinue them. What Apple ended up doing with this specific iPhone release, at least with the iPhone 11, was that they actually discontinued that $499 price tag. So now we basically have a huge gap between the $429 iPhone SE and the $599 iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 mini. So the reason why that is somewhat concerning is because if Apple were to go ahead and pretty much drop the iPhone price tag $100 again, which they're kind of rumored to do every single year, is Apple going to go ahead and drop down once the iPhone 15s come out? Or are they going to go ahead and drop down the 13 mini and the 12 down to $499? The iPhone 13 would be at $599 and then, so on and so forth. Would that end up being the case? And I asked myself that, and I honestly don't know. I don't know if Apple were to, if they would go ahead and actually discontinue those specific iPhones, and I also don't know if they would continue supporting and selling those two iPhones at the same time. I feel like an iPhone 13 mini at $499 is a really good deal, and I don't think it really gets a crazy amount better than that with an iPhone with, that's as fast as that iPhone with the same chipset almost as an iPhone 14, and that is a really good deal. However, I could also see Apple doing something crazy where they go ahead and essentially discontinue that iPhone, at least being sold brand new. It would still get software support, it would still be around, it would still get tons of software updates, but the fact of the matter is that Apple has now kind of removed that whole entire $499 price tag, and it's given a humongous gap between the cheapest iPhones that used to be there and the more expensive ones. So now we honestly don't even have a good backup, iPhone. We don't really have an iPhone at the, if that were to happen, that would be a small iPhone, and the whole entire iPhone mini lineup would pretty much be discontinued by Apple. Now again, it would still get software support and everything, but quite potentially up until next year, basically until the end of this year, if Apple doesn't make another mini iPhone, the iPhone 13 mini and the whole entire iPhone mini lineup is probably going to be discontinued. So it's going to be some really weird stuff, and I'm not really looking forward to that if that were to happen. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.